What is your favorite mac and cheese, Noah? You
Hmm.
like a craft guy, or does it have to be like homemade? Like, what are we?
No, I definitely prefer like the chemicals. Like, so give me the craft. Definitely.
Are you not? You're not an Annie's person.
I, I do like Annie's, but I feel like Annie's is like the exotic nice choice, you know?
So
Um,
like, you're looking for a nostalgic mac and cheese. You're going to the craft.
Generally, although Goodles, if I was actually get it today, like Goodles, it's like the taste is there and it's good nutrition facts.
Brian, what would you say your favorite mac and cheese is? Like
Okay, definitely
in terms
craft,
of like,
especially since like so
go ahead.
I even have like a container of like the cheese powder that I use like just to make my own cheese
Wow.
sauces.
Where did you get
So
that?
Yeah. Yeah. How do you get that?
this is off you just get off Amazon.
Oh, craft cheese powder?
I don't know if it's like specifically craft cheese powder, but the general cheese powder. Yeah, you just want the chemical stuff.
Whoa. I didn't know that was a thing.
That means
Yeah,
you can
because
add your own. You can get it extra cheesy.
Wow. That's
I mean,
amazing.
it adds that flavor too and that color. Oh yeah,
Right. You want the orange.
you can get a 1 pound container of that.
How much is it?
It is $18, or no, sorry, 19.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'll have to. So I have some people staying with me, and they're from France, and they like mac and cheese. So this is kind of where the question came from.
This is some kind of Airbnb situation?
I wish they should be paying me. Bringing two kids in here. That's
Whoa. Man.
all right. Well, let's get on with the show. Welcome to this on season 9, episode 25, where we watch The Osbournes. Well, or season 1, episode 1, and season 4, episode 10. Well, let's put it this way. I don't need a laxative. I'm Chris Lorenz.
I love you all. I love you all more than life itself, but you're all fucking mad. This is Brian.
That'd be sexualist. This is Noah Singer.
Those are all quotes from this week's show, but last week we watched Junkyard Wars. We got a lot less poll responses than normal. We did get one top third.
Okay, we'll take it. Take
Perfect.
it.
Once again, even you, Mr. Noah Singer, did not vote in the Facebook poll
Yeah.
like you did the week before.
I mean, you know what's weird? Facebook didn't even show it to me. Maybe because I'm an admin on the paid action.
Well, it showed you last week's.
Yeah.
I definitely log into Facebook quite a bit. So, weird.
Just saying, this is all your fault.
Yeah, weird. Definitely my fault.
Tell us what you thought about this week's show on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook at Who Put This On. Noah, what was this week's show?
The Osbournes follows the day-to-day lives of Black Sabbath rocker Ozzy Osbourne, manager wife Sharon, and two of their children, Volatile Jack and Pink-Tressed Kelly. During the show's run, the family adopted Rob, a friend of Jack and Kelly's. Needless to say, the Osbournes aren't your average family. That was the Osbournes on what was the MTV.
Thank you, Noah. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. We've never done the show as a kind of progenitor to so many reality shows.
Yeah.
Noah, what did you think of the show?
It definitely feels like proto reality a little bit, you know? A little bit more raw, a little bit less produced.
Did you like the rawness or not?
It's weird. Like it felt nice to watch, but the 22 minutes felt like my eyes were being ripped out of my face. And so I don't know how to reconcile both of those.
Brian, what do you think of the show?
I like Ozzy a lot, and I thought that this was a little entertaining. A little bit of what I expected. It kind of felt like the 22 minutes it both felt slow, but also flew by. Like I was like, okay, this is the right amount of Ozzy that I can handle in a day.
Hmm.
Um,
Christopher?
what do I think of the show? I think the show is interesting. I actually like it. I think it's like kind of fun to watch Ozzy and Sharon and the two kids act like real people. Which they're super rich. You just don't like. It's kind of cool to be in their lives, and like it's way less produced than like a Kardashian show, so it feels more real. Whether it's real or not, that's up to debate. But I can definitely tell you, there's some performance enhancing drugs going on in the show
Yeah.
that makes the show more entertaining for sure.
Mm-hmm. Or I mean, you imagine. I mean, that was the whole thing with Ozzy, right? It was like, is he on drugs? Is he just crazy? And like, he claims he was sober for what was it, 7 months at this point when they started recording. Um,
But I thought he claimed recently that he was high the whole time the show was out.
oh really? I don't.
Yeah.
I,
Well, in
I,
Mr. Internet Corner, go look it up.
I did not go into there. Yeah.
I'm just telling you to go in there, look it up.
I also feel like he drank a beer in episode 1. I don't think he was sober at that point, but I do think by the final episode he was.
Oh, that was the
he was
final
sober.
episode. He said he was sober for 7 months.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That
And
was
so
season
again,
4, episode 10.
so to give everyone, we watch up the first and the last one, but the first episode airs March 2002. The last episode airs March 2005. So to give folks like we're dealing with a 3-year time span here.
And like, I definitely wouldn't recommend watching season 4, episode 10. Forget it. Forget it ever exists. Don't watch it. It's silly.
I mean, I think if you're running the show,
if you
it's
want to
closure.
see, no, if you want to see the big difference between season 1, in the end, you should watch season 4, episode 1, not season 4, episode 10.
Maybe. I mean, did you watch 4-1?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
4-1 was good.
It's certainly better than 410. I'll tell you that much.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. Well, we can get into that later. But for now, I would say I think season 1, episode 1 is pretty good. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with
it's
that.
going to be a little difficult to talk about because, like,
I would also say about like
it's like a series of vignettes. Yeah, Brian.
Oh wow, I must have been really lagging. Yeah, I mean, it like you were just saying, it's a series of vignettes. Like all clip shows suck. Like I think if we picked like
I mean,
episode
like-
9, maybe it would have been better.
Well, hold on. Cut that. So the show seems like a series of vignettes. Like each like 2-3 minutes, there's like a segment of what happened in their house.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it definitely carries that a bit. And then sometimes they do these mini arcs. I mean, it's episode 1. They're trying to tee it up. But definitely vignette in the Italian phrase.
Like a running vignette is like they get this remote system in their house, and like Ozzy just dealing with a remote is just
Okay.
hilarious. He's just like,
but
"You
that remote
fucking
system was
thing."
nuts. Like at that point in time,
Oh,
there's nothing
it's
like that
crazy.
like we would ever experience. And then like I can't imagine somebody who's just like older, like not really in touch with technology, just dealing with that shit. Oh my lord.
I think it was this episode where they were doing like a big like thing with his son, and like Ozzy's like, I just want the TV on. What's going on? And he like turns something on out
Yeah.
in like the kitchen or something. And then his son has to come in and turn the TV on, and they sit down and watch the History Channel. I was like, of all the things to watch, like you don't picture Ozzy watching the History Channel,
No, he seemed to like that. That seemed to be his thing.
especially like on MTV.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, I don't think they've ever been the same company. Like they've always been separate companies. History Channel, I think, is wrapped up in like Discovery, Warner Brothers, that whole clusterfuck. and MTV's always been Viacom, Paramount, Skydance, whatever.
Oh yeah. I
They've
was
always
like,
been.
I thought they were the same thing, and then yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just
pretty sure. Like, I have to look. I'm gonna double check History Channel. I'm pretty sure History Channel is part of Discovery
yeah,
Networks.
it is. It's in the
Okay.
Discovery channels. I was just confused because we watched this show on Amazon Prime and not on the Paramount network, Paramount Plus or whatever. So
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh wait.
I
No. Correction. Sorry. History Channel is part of A&E Networks, which is a joint venture between Hearst and General Electric, a division of
Oh,
Walt Disney's Disney Entertainment.
oh yeah, that's
So
yeah,
oh,
still a different tree branch, but like the corporate word
yeah.
salad is pretty
And
deep on that one.
one of my favorite things was like him and his son like figuring out the remote, and Ozzy's just like, "There's so many buttons on this damn thing. There's probably gotta be a blowjob one here. Hit the blowjob button." And he's saying this is his fucking son. Like, who's what? Why is he doing that?
Yeah, he definitely doesn't seem to have like a good like dad talk, not dad talk view on life.
but that's why he's so He's so relatable because he's just like, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna be normal and like
Is
not
it
normal, but like
relatable?
Ozzy is just himself in this situation. I don't
Yeah,
know. I mean, it seems so relatable. Like I don't know.
I don't know if I'd call it relatable. I think it's like humanizing or like
Sure, but like
uh
you
yeah.
do find it like oddly compelling because like Ozzy's just like a weird ass dude, and like they try to like he's surrounded by kind of his family. He's like pretty normal, and then
Mhm.
you throw Ozzy in there. It's just gold.
Yeah. Ozzy is a character. Like he is the one that like kind of got, I don't know if lucky's the right word, but like if you look at, he had no other seemingly like was just gonna not really have a path in life unless he became a huge rock star, and he did. Like he did.
I don't
Uh,
know anything about Ozzy Osbourne other than he was in Black Sabbath and he did this show.
when he died, I read the New York Times did like a profile, like his biography, and it was like, yeah, I mean, he grew up like in a very working class town, and it's like he probably, yeah, like so before he was a singer, he was a construction site labeler, a trainee plumber, an apprentice tool maker, a car factory horn tuner, and a slaughterhouse
I can see
worker.
the slaughterhouse tuner.
I
Uh,
wonder what the
That played a big
order.
part.
yeah,
Yeah.
like then he robbed a clothing store. He went to jail for 6 weeks or prison, and then he lucked out with again. Like he has talent, obviously, so it's like a
Mhm.
little coy
It's
saying
hard
luck
to
out, but like he
it's
found
hard
he
to
found
say
the path.
he lucked out when he's like was in Black Sabbath and then he had a good solo career. Like it's not like usually when the big star leaves a big band, they usually it usually just fails.
No, that's what I mean. Like I think it's not that he pure. That's I'm like it's. I'm very cautious to say luck because like clearly he has something. It was him. But even if you have all the talent in the world, like to be a big musical rock star, um,
Yeah.
still
There's
hard.
definitely a luck factor in there as well, yeah.
Yeah, but no, he is pretty special to basically like bring this all mainstream and have staying power for 50 years. Like that's insane.
I wonder what the real history of like the show starting. Like it's not really on their Wikipedia. Like
Yeah,
whose idea it was to be like this character needs to be on TV
yeah, that is true. I feel like it had to be Sharon because she seems to be like the producer of
Oh
his
yeah,
life.
for sure. I don't remember what episode it was, or it might have been this episode. No, it wasn't this episode where like Sharon was like telling Ozzy like you gotta like do some PR for the new Black Sabbath album, and Ozzy's like they fired me. I'm not doing anything. with Black Sabbath, and Sharon's like, but you get paid for every CD sold. You could do some PR to you sell more copies.
I mean,
That was a
Man.
good argument.
Yeah, I mean, according to the internet, an MTV executive named Rod Issa was having lunch with Sharon. Sharon's going through like the family's life, and he's like, "We got to put this into a show." And like, I guess there was already a like thing on trying to have what they call celeb reality programs. Like, it seemed like that was always like already in motion, and so it's like, let's go.
Was The Simple Life before or after this show?
Oh yeah,
Ooh, I feel like
I feel
that's
like it,
gotta
but
be after.
that's like right around the time.
Seems
yeah,
like,
Simple
right
Life,
after.
2003. So
okay. So
year and a half. I mean, it's a good year and a half. You know.
yeah, I mean,
Um,
it's definitely like Ozzy inspired. Get crazy, young women act crazy on TV.
for sure. Like, you could definitely see the Simple Life taking a long time to produce, in this like, so I could see that being in the same development cycle, if that's like a term
Yeah.
people use. I don't know anything about making
I mean, I'm sure a
content.
lot of people just like blend these ideas together. Like one company will like start something, somebody else will get a whiff of it, and then start their own thing. So it's all like just like they're trying to compete with one another, and they're gonna try to produce it at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that has to be.
So another thing that happened in this episode, they moved into this new house. Apparently, they moved into 27 houses in 24 years or something,
Right.
which is
Nuts.
insanity.
But Chris, what is normal these days? What is normal?
Like,
I mean, that
Like-
just doesn't even make sense though. Like, yeah, that was unusual. Like, I could see them, Ozzy buying a lot of houses. Like, he's very wealthy, but like actually moving that many times, that seems crazy.
yeah, it's like that's got to include their second and third houses, right?
Fourth and fifth and sixth house. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't.
at that,
I mean, how many houses do you think Ozzy Osbourne has?
I don't know. I wouldn't have guessed that many, but at 27, you're like, are you really moving that often?
Like,
right?
you
Which is-
need your winter house, you need your summer house, you need your New York house, you need your LA house.
they need their England house, right? He's from England.
Oh yeah, you'll need your London house.
I don't know. And then at some point, maybe like the kids get their own houses.
But then
who knows?
The kids are 15 and 17 in this episode.
I mean, what are you going to get for their bar mitzvahs, you know?
They're sweet 16s.
We said 15 and 17, so I'm like, oh, you know. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, isn't their bat mitzvahs over at that point? Like, that's a 13.
13. That's why I was like, oh, at least, you know,
they've already gotten there.
It was a very intentional reference because he said 15 and 17.
But 15 and 17 has nothing to do with bat mitzvahs.
Well,
Other
no,
than
the
they're
house is
over.
already out there. They already purchased the houses. That's the mean.
It's like, other than it's over. Like, it has nothing
and
to
so
do with it.
it's part of the list. It's part of the count. No,
Yeah, that's when they get their Corvettes and Tesla Roadsters, and that's when you get those.
yeah, it should be.
You don't get the house.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
you
I
get
don't
the
know.
investment account. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
There's also more kids. Like, Ozzy has more kids that aren't on the show.
Right. That is true.
Which, do you think that feels like? I mean, if you were disappointed you weren't in the show, I feel like you had time to get back in the show if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like,
it seems like
what season one was big? You'd be like, well, let me in.
yeah, he has 6 kids.
Were they all had it? I assume they were all had at a reasonable age, unlike other celebrities we know.
I have no idea.
But he's only been with Sharon, right? So these are like, are these with
No.
other women?
Yeah. So it looks like he was married twice, and so 3 kids in the first marriage, 3 kids with Sharon.
Okay. But they seem so loving in this episode. I can't see them getting divorced after the show.
They never got divorced, did they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like he had them out at a reasonable age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get with the program, Noah.
The program. Man, the corner takes a lot of work.
Forgive me this time.
The corner's just asking AI all these questions, and the AI is hallucinating.
I
We'll
mean,
never know.
what we really need is like that additional host to be on, and then I'm out of a job basically. Like we say, AI, what's this? Oh, boop, 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 boop.
Should we get an AI? Should we reach out? Noah, can you reach out to your employer and ask like, hey, we have this podcast. Can we get an AI like host that
I mean, it's got to be a
can
thing
join us?
already. I feel like it's got to
I
be a
don't
thing,
think so.
right? Isn't that like the whole notebook? Well, I guess that's a little
Like
bit.
you can make a podcast from content, but can a like an LLM be a podcast host on a podcast with real people?
So they already have, right? Like you can just have a live conversation with
Yeah,
AI, right?
that's what. Like, can you direct it to be like, hey, you're on a podcast?
You definitely could. I think the harder part is like the production, right? So like which software can you then like dial in the AI? Like I feel like that's where Spotify has to like
I mean,
build
that's why
it
I'm saying you could go to your company with this big idea. And
but
make
we don't
millions
have
of dollars.
podcasting
And not
software.
public.
Like that's like step one. Like get
Look,
podcast.
your company is very big.
Yeah.
It can do this.
I mean, could they do that? Of course. Could.
You
Yeah,
could be on
anyway.
the Stern. You could partner with like the Stern Show. Get them
They
to
have
have
AI.
No,
Oh, you're saying
you have to
they're
build it.
yeah. I mean, it's like
Fine.
Rogan, Theo Vaughn. I feel like they all have their like they Google search fact checked, and maybe that's our like intro to like take over the podcast recording market is have like tap in the AI and the AI comes in, you give it some personality, you can dial up the raunchiness, dial down, the professionalism, whatever you want,
If there's one thing I know about people is they love listening to fake podcasts.
I mean, I think you underestimate.
We'd be out of a job, Noah. We'd be out of a job.
I'm pretty certain there will be in the near future a very popular AI podcast.
Why would I listen to that?
Nah, I think it'll be there.
Why would anyone listen to an AI podcast? Why would anyone do that?
So think about hardcore history.
What about it?
How hard is it for when Dan was producing it? Like, imagine how difficult.
What do you mean was producing it?
He's still pumping episodes? I thought he stopped a while ago.
No, he does like 1 or 2 a year.
I didn't realize that. Well, take my tense out of the picture, but imagine how much work it's into producing 6 hours of history and how very straightforward an AI could do that.
No idea what you're talking about. I want to see your creation here. Make a 5-minute AI podcast that somebody wants to listen to, and we'll put it on the feed.
I think it's
I'm telling you, there's lots of history podcasts I've listened to, and Dan Carlin is by far the best history podcaster. Like, not even close. And you're saying that he doesn't put a lot of work and effort and have a lot of skill to do what he does, and you're telling an AI can just do it?
No, like, you're totally missing.
You're totally belittling Dan Carlin.
You are.
And I'm going to tell Dan Carlin never going to talk to you ever again.
We're already tight, first of all. Second of all, my argument was it takes so much effort. And
yeah, but how is AI going to help?
Well,
you're saying AI is just going to do all that work, and it's just going to be as good as Dan Carlin?
Immediately as good? No. But it could probably get like 70% of the way there pretty quickly.
I just don't think you understand how boring history is and how exciting Dan Carlin makes it. There's a lot of magic there that AI is just not going to be able to do.
Could be. Could be. I'm going to take the other side of the bet. We can come back here in a year.
Yeah. What time? What's the time frame here?
I give it a solid year. A
All
solid
right,
year
I'll give you a
from now.
year
Yeah.
to that a history. What are the stipulations?
No. So the bet is within a year from now, there will be a top podcast that is, I don't know if it's fully AI, but at least like AI is one of the prominent like hosts or characters, like something like we have crossed that chasm. That's kind of my argument.
Yeah, no way.
Years time, like
Okay, Brian.
the serial moment
I
for
heard
AI.
this, and
Brian, you heard
yeah,
this.
I will be eagerly awaiting this.
Which side of the bet do you want to take, Brian? Ooh,
Obviously, the right side.
I'll take the left side.
Should we get back to the show? Maybe, I don't know. They go on the Tonight Show in this episode and they sing a song. And I'm like, I don't want Ozzy to sing new stuff. I want Ozzy to sing stuff everyone knows. You know.
Yeah, that's the hard part with getting famous young.
But he didn't interview on the Tonight Show.
This time he was a musical
not.
guest. Next time, speaking guest.
But there were some good behind the scenes with Jay and like getting like some like autograph from Leno for his cousin or something that was like a real adult.
Yeah, 28-year-old nephew.
Yeah, that's it. Thought that was, I like all these kind of moments I thought were somewhat humorous to me, and like they just started to add up that like any interactions with Ozzy were pretty good.
I like that it, especially for Jay Leno coming into his dressing room, that seemed extremely authentic. Like Jay Leno's just kind of awkwardly standing there, and I'm like, oh, that's how that's done. Like he literally just come by, like, can I get this? Like that just seemed real. I'm like, oh,
all of the show feels real to me.
you think it's? I don't think it's all real. Even
what part feels the most fake to you?
When they're unpacking, and like Jack is talking to Melinda, and they're just like saying "fuck off" back and forth a bunch, unpacking. Like that seems a little staged. Like, first of all, at that level of wealth, you're not unpacking your own boxes. Like, someone's taking care of that shit for you. Like, come on. You might be directing people, but
especially like somebody that's moved so often as them, you know.
Yeah, like especially a teenage, like just go there, the room set up, good to go. You know, I think that part's a little staged.
Sure, I'm sure there's some staged moments, but like I don't think anyone's like, they all feel real to me. Like the people, they don't necessarily feel like characters to me, even though Ozzy feels like 1,000% a character, but he'd be the best actor in the world if he wasn't like 90% this person.
Yeah. One thing we didn't talk about their house, Sharon even comments that like they're putting in these crucifixes throughout the house, and it's not like a crucifix is like put a nail in the wall, hang up the crucifix. It's like carved in the wall, like permanent. And it is nuts what they're doing in this house. This is how she's like, we'll never be able to sell it. And like, that is true.
Yeah.
This is something you have to rip down.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like when it's like the front door and the front door is huge. Just putting a crucifix in that is absolutely nuts. But he's the Prince of Black and Darkness.
I'd argue at this time, owning Ozzy Osbourne's house could make it worth more.
I don't think so. There's so many houses in Beverly Hills or Hollywood. It's like X lived here, Y lived here, and like I don't know how far that goes.
That's got to be part of your sales pitch when you're going there.
Totally. I mean,
you're buying a house there. Like, oh, you're telling me that I got John Rockefeller's house or whatever? Or?
Rockefeller.
This is John Boyd's car.
You gotta. I think you need to pay attention closer in Dan Carlin's hardcore history.
He doesn't do early 1900s Robber barons.
Sounds like a kid's movie when they're like turning them into animals.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Dale Carfeather
Or-
and John Rockefeller.
yeah. So I mean, you got John Ford's, you got I don't know who else. You got Jerry Seinfeld's house. Like that's definitely got to be the selling point. One of the selling points. And then who lives next door? Like Conan O'Brien lives next door. Like that's super cool.
Ozzy
Oh.
Osbourne? That's who's next door?
No, I'm just saying that if that's got to be part of your sales pitch, dude.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's got to
Who
be
the hell
interesting.
knows where Ozzy Osbourne lives? I don't know where this house was.
I'm sure you find it pretty
I feel like-
quickly. It's in
You're
Beverly
the-
Hills.
I feel like
That's what we know.
Yeah, but they had 27 houses in 24 years. How are you going to know which house was this 2005 house
Oh, yeah.
of Ozzy Osbourne?
It's 513 Doney Lane, Beverly Hills.
How do you know? Are you sure it's the same house?
Found
You
it.
see the crucifixes?
Took
see
3
the
seconds. 3
You
seconds.
see the crucifixes?
There's a gate in front, but it came up immediately.
Like, you Googled, like, what was the house in the first season of the Osbournes?
No, what I googled is Ozzy Osbourne, Beverly Hills house address.
Yeah, I mean, his current address. I'm not talking about this 2002.
I don't
Beverly
think
Hills.
I don't think they sold it.
You think that's the same house, even though they moved in the final season? They said 27 houses at 24 years. You think that they didn't move in those 3 years the show was on?
Hold on. The couple put it back on the market. When did this come out? July. They put it after living in the City of Angels for 20 years. Just to and it looks like it might have just gone. It's hard to tell from this article, but
Oh, it's that easy. I ask a simple question and you can't answer it.
oh no, they sold it in 2013 to Christina Aguilera.
This particular house, you say.
that is,
This particular house.
if
The
I was a
specific
betting
house.
person, I would never have bet Christina Aguilera was the one to buy his house.
Yeah, they bought it in
She's
2013 for $11.5 million.
She's also a Christian and loves crucifixes.
She does.
She bought this house.
Dan Carlin's really crushing on the recent history.
I don't know if recent history is.
I know it's a joke.
Let's see. I mean, we could talk about. Maybe we should talk. We talked about Ozzy a little bit. I don't know if we have anything more like to say about like Sharon. She seems to be the like mother, the like calming force in the house, and tells Ozzy what he has to do, and like kind of yells at her kids for the stupid shit they do.
Yeah. Sorry, I just gotta go with the house 1 second. In like the house details.
We've moved on.
No, this is an important detail. There's a gift wrapping area. That's
who?
how you know. Just
Who's
to check-
wrapping gifts? Who's wrapping gifts in the gift wrapping area?
I don't know who's wrapping it.
Because Sharon
just
ain't.
the fact
Sharon
they have
and
it.
Ozzy are
They have an
not-
area for it, whether it's a room, a nook, but I don't know how much of their life is spent on gift wrapping, but that is a level of wealth I cannot relate to.
Well, yeah, you weren't in like Black Sabbath.
I was not. That is a good historical fact.
Yeah. So back to Sharon.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts on Sharon, Noah?
I mean, she's the mastermind. She's the producer. Seems amazing.
Brian,
She
any
is
more
perfect
nuanced
for
thoughts?
Ozzy. They complement each other so well, and she also makes the show. I did not think like that you would have somebody that can match Ozzy's energy.
Ozzy has like
It's,
no.
it's matching the energy in
He
like
did-
a lot of ways, including the no energy.
Like I don't remember what episode it's in, but Ozzy does like a sleep study. at some point because he says he's always tired, and then he comes back and says he's like allergic to caffeine. He's like, I only have 1 cup a day is like his joke, and he has this giant coffee cup. He's like, define. They're like, define 1 cup for me, please.
Allergic my ass.
Man.
I guess we could talk about Jack and Jack too. Jack's 15 in this episode, and he gets into a lot of trouble. And I think the subsequent episodes, like I watched season 1, episode 1, 2, and 3, I think.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And then I watched season 4, episode 1, and season 4, episode 10. Because I was curious, because season 4, episode 10, which we'll discuss, I guess, in a slightly more detail, is terrible. And I was like, I can't leave the show on such a terrible note because I thought it was interesting. And like, I just popped it on while I was at work. And I'm like, it's like not a terrible like sideshow.
Yeah, I can see that. Quick callback to Sharon because I was reading her Wikipedia. So her dad was a music manager. Seemed like a very interesting guy. He was known as the Al Capone of pop. Because he had violent negotiating methods and questionable accounting. So like she grew up like kind of in the business, and like he seemed very legit. Like managing Jerry Lee Lewis, Air Supply, Electric Light Orchestra.
Have they made a movie about him yet?
Not yet, but yeah, she seemed to have like a pretty rough upbringing. Like even though he was well off, like pretty abusive parents. But I didn't realize that. Kind of in the biz at birth.
All right. Any thoughts on Jack?
The kids, like I'll lump them together. It's like they're just like kind of fighting. Jack maybe has a lot of like, if you've ever watched the show Trailer Park Boys, he has Rickyisms. Like Noah, your quote was like a Rickyism, just like saying just something slightly wrong. Like,
Sexualist.
Yeah, I feel like there's another good one, and like there was a few in like the clip show, and I just like whatever. And like they were both always fighting. Like I don't know how they didn't like just actually injure one another, or maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks pretty good now, though. Like, looks like he's got his life together. He looks pretty.
He was 15.
His life together.
No. Now he.
I'm just like, you can't yell at him for he was 15, and he was 19 at the end of the show. And he's super famous. Like, that's got to be hard to deal with.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he seemed to go down a rocky road, but looks like he's back on track. Good for him.
Noah, do you have any thoughts on Jack?
I think he seems like a perfectly disgruntled teenager.
He's very emo.
Yeah.
Like, this is the age of emo? We were in high school, right? Or like I was in high school at the time. There's a lot of like emo-ness.
That's also weird because like at one point this is the age where like you rebel against your parents, but when your dad's like the poster child of rebellion, that's a pretty big mind fuck.
But like then you got Sharon, which seems very strict. Well, not very strict. It's hard to tell because the only things that happen in the show are the kids get fucking tattoos. Like, and it's like Sharon's like, don't get like she's so upset about these tattoos that they get.
Yeah. I think it's hard to say she's strict because like they're walking around with guns and but knives. Like, I don't know if strict's the right word, but she's like very managed. I don't know the right like
emotional.
Nah, like I think she's I don't know, it's just like direct. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if she's strict. I don't think that's the right word. I don't know.
I agree with you. She's not strict, but she definitely like can get pretty annoyed and mad at them.
Oh
But
yeah.
like that doesn't necessarily control
No.
their behavior at all. Like
No.
there's a point. I don't know if it was on like a next time on, but like Jack apparently like threw rocks at like campers when he went to camp or something. It's
Mm.
like, dude, and he's like upset that his mom's gonna be upset. So like
Mm.
he knows what's right and wrong, and when he's 15 and he does rebel. And I don't think Ozzy takes shit from his kid. Like Ozzy's like, I love you, but you fucking suck. Like he's like very honest with his kids, which is like, where's the blowjob button? Like that's just being a little too honest with your kids, but he's being honest. Like he's like, this thing's so fucking fancy. Like he's trying to make a joke, but I don't know. That's what I think makes him so relatable. Is like, Ozzy loves his kids, and he's just like can't handle life, and it's just funny to watch this dude trying to handle life.
I like that.
What else? So like, let's get to this clip show. So season 4, episode 10. The show goes out on like an episode I don't think with what happened to Dr. Phil recently really lands all that well, with Dr. Phil like chastising the family for being crazy and being
Yeah.
like not a normal family, and they're just like, we're normal, you can go suck it. Like it's kind of the vibe I got from this interview of Dr. Phil and the Osbournes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. What
Yeah.
is normal? And I'm glad that she was the one that called it out. It doesn't make sense to just kind of like go, you got to like behave this way.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's hard to watch the asshole Dr. Phil like interview somebody in a very serious manner and not just be like, you know,
It's like some of the. So I thought most of Dr. Phil's interview was actually pretty good. Like watching it and trying to keep like a sense of back then, I was like, okay, I could see it. But then with like the tinge of knowing, it's like the way he doesn't just ask questions, but then also like starts to attack. You're like, oh, okay. It's like
yeah,
a quick change.
it's definitely more of like a grilling than like an interview. Like in a way, it's not trying to be open.
Mixed in with
It's
a little
just like,
therapy in there.
I don't know.
Switches though. Yeah.
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 One thing I wrote down about this episode is that Sharon talked to Kelly at some point. It was like, Kelly, when are you gonna have kids? And Kelly was like, I'm 17, mom. Like, I don't like kids. And Sharon's just
Oh
like,
my-
I'll raise them. I thought that was pretty good. That's all. That's all I wrote down for the clip show. Although there were a lot of season 1, episode 1
Yeah, that
clips
was
in the clip
surprising.
show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That was interesting.
And like one of the big difference between season 4 and season 1 is the quality of the show. Like season 1 got some sort of VHS look to it, and season 4 looks crystal clear. Like
Yeah.
it's high def. It's in 4:3 still, but it's in like high def.
Mm. Yeah.
Which you get to see the kids dress absurd in all episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're definitely peacocking a bit, I think, with their outfits.
The peacock.
Shout out to the art. What did we watch? It was like the game.
The game, yeah. Yeah, with what the guy's name? Mystery?
Mystery, yeah. So a couple notes I have, and then we'll move on to questions. I've got episode 2 was all about their dogs. They have so many dogs, and they kept like pooping and peeing in the house, and it was just a bunch of clips of Ozzy being like, "These goddamn dogs." Like it's literally all episode 2 is like Ozzy yelling about all the dogs.
That's
and like
good.
telling Sharon, do not get this cat, and then Sharon getting the cat. And then Sharon like being like, we can't have this dog in this house. He's pooping everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's like so hard to follow. Like the dogs, which dog is which, and do they still have it? Do they not have it? Like the storyline is a little messed up, but I did love the theme of the episode.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
And then in one episode in season 4, Ozzy says, "This coffee tastes like piss." And then they just have another clip of him drinking the coffee. Unclear if it's the same coffee, but they make it seem like it's the same coffee.
Yeah,
And that was really funny.
that's good.
It's probably that
That's very
whole
good.
caffeine allergy that made it taste so bad.
Well, that's the episode where he
Oh.
finds out he has a caffeine allergy. It's like
So does it make it tired? Like, is that
the episode is about how Ozzy's always tired.
but his allergic reaction is to be tired.
Well, he does a sleep study and then he comes back and says, "I'm allergic to caffeine" or something. I'm like, who knows what it actually is? I don't know. That's just what Ozzy's brain out all mind got out of it.
Yeah, I think that's what like I never heard an allergic reaction of being tired.
Like you could definitely have like maybe you have caffeine and then it keeps you up at night and then you're tired and you have more caffeine and like it's this vicious cycle that you're kind of stuck in. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. That ends.
Or you're just doing a bunch of drugs affecting your sleep.
What? That can't
you
be.
Can't
it.
sleep well. Just saying, like I'm sure there's a common denominator here.
That is kind of funny though. Imagine meeting like Ozzy and he's, notorious for, and he's even spoken about it. He's done the full gamut of drugs, but he's like, nah, caffeine. No. I don't. I'm not touching that. Nah, bro.
Well, all right. Who's the worst human being in the show?
It's really tough to think about that because, I mean, in the last episode, we point out that, they're like crazy as fuck, but they're, Dr. Phil, actually, that's the one.
We do get to nominate Dr.
that.
Phil for this.
I was just thinking the core family.
The core family, obviously, the core family is so positive in this show. We can't pick any of them, so we got to pick Dr. Phil for being a dick.
Yeah. It also looked like he was wearing like a velvet suit jacket. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but there was certain kind of like cloth look to it. I was like, what are you doing, bro? What's going on here?
Would this show be better as a Quibi or TikTok?
No.
I'd argue this show is almost a TikTok in itself. It's just a series of TikToks.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but nah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it's good what it is. It's good.
All right, let's get some drinking rules.
All right,
Brian,
I'm going to ignore the obvious
drinking rule for me.
I do. I'll ignore the obvious one and go with drink every time you see a cross. Or crucifix, rather.
That's a good one. Noah, what do you got? What do you got for me?
Every time there's a nice throwback, like they talked about the McRib, they talked about there's Von Dutch hats everywhere. So anytime you notice a nice throwback, Dr. Phil, obviously, throw one back for a throwback.
I mean, you got to do a drink every time Ozzy gets frustrated with the dog or the remote, because I think those are kind of callbacks.
Drink every time he performs, or while he performs. I don't care which. You're going to hear some songs.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. Max isn't here, so we can't ask what speed. So let's do ratings. So we do ratings between top, middle, and bottom third.
I can still answer that one. This is the 1X show. I think this is very difficult to watch more than 1X. Like we've talked about like speed a little bit, but also like this is a very subtitle on show.
What do you think? You can't.
And so for that
understand
reason,
him.
Yeah.
Noah.
How
dare you interrupt me, Noah? That was my spiel.
You're gonna spiel?
I was spieling.
We're at the end. I thought we're going to ratings.
We are.
You were about to jump past Max's. Man.
I know. He's not here. He didn't watch it. I don't know what to tell you.
I know the AI Max would have watched it at 1X.
Okay. Noah, what is your rating?
Yeah, I'm really torn. Like this is one of the grandfathers, right? Of reality TV. There's a lot to like about it. Yeah, I found myself like pulling my eyes out for some reason. with the 22 minutes of content, which is like a pretty tight package. But I think I got to pay respect where respect is due. So I'm putting it at the top, bottom of the top.
Brian, what do you got?
I'm putting it bottom of the top as well. I think this was entertaining for 22 minutes. And yeah, I could easily just see myself like putting this on in the background.
I'm definitely going to put this in the top. I think it was very entertaining. I was entertained by it. I love people watching. Ozzy's like the most watchable people watcher of all time. So I'm going to put it in the top. And I don't think it's top because it's the granddaddy. I think it's legitimately fun to watch.
Whoa.
So come fight me on Twitter at Who Put This On. And tell us what you thought about the show. Any shout outs this week, Noah?
Ooh. Man, what I want to shout out. I will. I don't know if I'd say I'd recommend it, but it's like fine enough. It's called Running Point on Netflix. It's Kate Hudson. She manages like the Los Angeles Waves, like a Lakers ripoff. It's fine enough. I'm about to finish season 1. That's the only thing that's out yet. Yeah, it's like fine enough. That's kind of it.
A rousing endorsement from Noah. Brian,
Fine enough.
any shout outs this
Katie
week?
and I checked out this show, Filthy Fortunes. It's just basically like this dude will. It's kind of like Storage Wars, where like this dude's gonna go clean up a hoarder's house, but trying to find like profit in there.
Interesting. I'll shout out Fantastic Four and Superman movies came out this summer, and they're good. I enjoyed both of them. Not an origin story in either one. Kind of like we're in post origin story
Yay.
superhero world. So you kind of get a story out of it. So I'd recommend those. They're fun. Now next week, as we're pointing out, this is kind of confusing. We did Junkyard Wars, and there's a UK version called Scrap Heap Challenge, but then there's this YouTube channel called Heavy D Sparks did essentially another version of Junkyard Wars called Scrapyard Kings. Scrapyard. Not Scrap Heap, not Junkyard. Scrapyard. So we're going to watch that. Check the show description for the link. We're going to do that next week. And tell us what you thought about this show on Facebook.com/WhoPutThisOn, on Twitter at WhoPutThisOn, and you can email us questions and suggestions at WhoPutThisOn@gmail.com. See you guys next time.